You're listening to Fox on the Wire podcast. All right, here we are, Fox on the Wire, episode number 62 with Mr. Parmy Dhillon, back for his third appearance. Welcome back, Parmy.
Thanks very much for having me.
Good to see you again.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be here. Huh? I like this new setup you got here. This new room. It's got a good vibe to it. It's cool. Not that the kitchen wasn't good. The kitchen was awesome too, you know. But
yeah.
This is like you got your whole setup here. It's awesome. Good vibe.
Yeah, kitchen was close to the fridge and the cupboard in case we got hungry. It's
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, a bit more of a vibe up here, hopefully.
No, that's cool.
Better for the acoustics as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So last time we saw you was episode number 36.
Oh, was it?
On the 1st of June, 2020. And we're now up to, what's the date today? July 3rd.
July 3rd or July 1st? I thought it was like, oh no.
It might be the 2nd, actually.
I kind of stopped paying attention to dates and stuff. I just
doesn't really matter.
No.
But 2021, episode number 62. So welcome back.
Yeah. I think last time when we came on, I think it was post the first lockdown, before we had that big lockdown. And I think we were just going like, I think it's done now. I think it's over, you know. Then like probably 4 weeks after that podcast, we went into that massive one. Yeah.
Man.
It was huge.
That just felt like it never ended.
It did, hey, it did.
We didn't know what we were in for.
It felt like that, eh? Yeah, it was a weird time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, just a weird time.
I was sort of listening back today to that episode that we did just to see where exactly that was in time, because last year was just a bit of a...
It's kind of like a blur, isn't it? Like, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you, sort of what happened, like, especially with music and movies and stuff like that, because everything just got sort of postponed, you know, so it's kind of, I don't know, can we get that year back and just start all over again? I don't know.
I feel like, it feels like we're back in it, in a way.
Well, with all the other states, you just don't know. I don't know, I was talking to someone earlier this week, and I said, I just take my mask everywhere, and I'll just do the things, because I really just don't, I don't even know. I just figure I'll just wear a mask everywhere. I don't care, because I've sort of lost track of what rules are coming in and stuff like that, you know? So I'll just do all the rules that were before just in case, because I don't know, it's a weird kind of feeling, It's weird, like. Unless
you watch those press conferences every day, which I don't. I can't stomach it. It's hard to know where we're at.
Yeah, it's pretty,
so.
I don't know, now all those other states are starting to get huge cases. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, man, it's just... Anyway, I don't really want to talk about it because
no. Let's talk about this green tea. I like that green tea.
Yeah. This is nice. This is from the supermarket. It's I think it's like
green,
called Queen's Choice or something like that. Okay. You'll see the little tag here that it's got the Queen's
just says green
thing.
The Green Queen.
Quite nice. So
nice. I love a green tea. I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. So last time we caught up, we were having a bit of whiskey. Tonight,
we were too.
Yeah, but we're on a bit of a health kick, both of us at the moment. And although Parmy just rocked up with a box of donuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to bring alcohol, so I figured I'll bring something different. I like to bring something because it's like the anniversary, you know. So I guess I always do that. I don't know. I just always think I better take something, or even just going to someone's house. You know, like you're like a guest. I've always thought you take something. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's donuts or alcohol, but I remember you doing dry July, so I was like, nah, I better not take anything like that. You know.
It's all good. It's just nice to turn up with something. Where did you learn that from? Did your parents sort of teach you that?
That's probably just I probably just picked it up along the way. I don't even know. That's just what I've always done. So probably just picked up along the way.
Well, cheers with the green tea. Yeah. And yes, I am doing Dry July, raising money for those affected by cancer, but obviously doing it for myself as well to have a month off the booze. I've sort of abused it in the last 12 months and I'm a bit sick of it. So, yeah. And what about yourself? What's your health kick?
I don't know, just probably just because we're going to shoot a video for this song we got coming out. So I was like, I'll just go on a bit of a health kick, because also I had like a couple of weeks ago, I sort of had a bit of an injury. Like I hurt a nerve in my back.
Oh.
And so I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go walking. And I was like, no, I can't do any sort of activity, but I know I'm just going to, because I love shapes, I'll just eat boxes of shapes, you know. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just cut all like sugars and chips and stuff out while I'm not at the gym. So now the back's starting to recover.
Yeah.
I'm back at the gym and I'm just like, I'll go till my birthday anyway. Just try and do a month of it and at least look good for the video.
Trim down for the video.
Trim down for the video, you know. Like, but I don't know. My weight's always gone up and down. It's a weird thing. Ever since I was a kid, I'd be up, then I'd be down, and you know, like I don't know.
Nice to mix it up.
Yeah, well, yeah, not
really,
not on purpose, but
I think because I'm off the booze. You know, if I'm sitting down to watch a movie or something, I don't know. I've got to have something.
Yeah, you got a snack or something. Yeah.
So the other night it was a box of barbecue shapes.
Yeah, well,
just gone like that.
Yeah, I do a
Easy.
box like that. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying carrot sticks and dip, which is cool. I actually enjoy it. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a change up. But yeah, we just spent the first 10 minutes talking about tea and food, which is fine. That's cool.
Yeah, rock and roll. So I think last time we spoke, you'd been working on your mental health, and your physical fitness.
Yeah, definitely. So like I've always, especially the last couple of years, I've always worked on mental health and self-development. It's one of my favourite things to do. I suppose last year, like, and it didn't really have anything to do with COVID. There was a couple of things that happened in life that, I guess, you know, like when you hit a wall and you probably got a couple traumas that you probably haven't dealt with over the years that sort of can come up. And, you know, like I was probably spiraling a little bit there, like, you know, July, August last year, and I know I had to make more changes, and it was just more trying to figure out, you know, what made me feel that way and stuff like that, and really sort of working on self-development and my mental health, like even more. So it became more important than, you know, music and even my work. So I left my workplace after 13 years, you know, like because I don't want to work a full-time job. So pretty much, you know, the last 8 months, man, I've only just been working part-time, doing some gardening, which I love, you know, and just, I guess, trying to, you know, be more mindful, meditation, floats and stuff like that. But yeah, so like for me, yeah, it was kind of not good that COVID was happening, but for me personally, you know, I had that time where all I could do was exercise, and so I spent a lot of time last year just, you know, getting up, going for walks, spending a lot of time with myself, trying to, I guess, you know, deal with issues that I've had since I was a kid. So that's probably why I kind of disappeared. Like, no, I don't say disappeared. Like I stopped posting on social media. I stopped playing music. I stopped a lot of things, man, just because I didn't, I don't know, I guess I was trying to maybe just work on myself. You know, so the main thing that I found over last year was that, like, my self-love was just, you know, wasn't really there, like, hardly anything, you know, like, so I knew I had to work on that. And then, you know, when you start working on self-love, you know, just like how you feel about yourself, it's weird because you just start looking at everything you've done up until that point. And so for me, everything I've done up to that point, I was just kind of like, well, have I done it because I enjoyed it, or have I done it because I wanted to, like for music, for example, like that's why I sort of had to stop making music and stop doing that, because it was kind of like, well, fuck, I'm allowed to swear on this podcast, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, you know, was I, you know, trying to make music to be successful? Because is that going to make me feel better? You know, do I need that, you know? Well, I love myself if I get some success and stuff. You know, so I reckon that always, the last couple of years, fueled that crazy work ethic, which I have. It's insane, you know? Like I could sit on, you know, a laptop for hours and just email like playlists, and like I've told you about how many. Man, I sent you a list of things like, dude, go email all these, you know. So I'd spend hours just trying to get that success, and I had, you know, and I'd get on heaps of playlists, and I was doing well with like my Spotify. I was getting listeners and everything, but once I realized that I had no self love for myself, you know, I was just kind of like, I'm not sure whether I'm doing all that because it's, you know, for the love of it, or whether I'm chasing something.
Trying to fill a hole.
Trying to fill a hole, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I started looking at everything I did, you know, like in life up until that point. And it was like, you know, I just wasn't sure. Like, it was like, fuck, this is nuts, you know, like, so no matter what I do, if I don't sort of fix this, nothing's ever going to be enough. You know, I found that, you know, like even with my work, I'd always do extra because I'd think, and nothing would ever be good enough for me.
Yeah,
that'd be like the underlying thing, no matter what I did. And you know, I've had friends tell me that. So that was a bit of a trip, man. That was hard because it's hurtful. It's hurtful, like, you know, trying to deal with all that stuff. Like I've had, like I said, you got to deal with a lot of traumas that you've probably just pushed away as a kid, and you haven't dealt with them properly, and so they'll all start coming up once you start looking inside, you know.
Takes courage to face that, though.
Yeah, well, but then also too, you know, sometimes you ain't got a choice, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like you can either just keep doing what you've been doing and not be happy, or you can sort of make a change. So I just decided to do that. So I just stopped everything. I started doing like more fun things. Like I started rollerblading, which I'm horrible at still. Like,
is that how you hurt your back?
No. I actually didn't. I didn't really. I think my problem is that I couldn't allow myself to crash. That's why I'm not a very good roller, because I can't take that first fall to be like, oh, that's all. Now I can glide. You know, I can glide a bit.
Broke my arm, but let's keep going.
Exactly. You know, and just other sort of fun stuff. Like, so once I left my work, man, I just took the first 3 months I was probably just doing a bit of part-time work, you know, like a couple of hours a week, because I was lucky that I had, you know, long service leave and everything. So I could spend it just doing whatever I want. So, you know, the latter part of last year, I was just doing whatever I want. Like I said, rollerblading. I was just trying to find the things that I felt some joy into, you know, and not doing things for other motives or thinking it might get me something, you know?
Mm.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, like I said, it was cool because, you know, like I got the opportunity to work on myself, and I still am now. Like, you know, I think you work on that stuff, you know, probably for the rest of your life, you know?
It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It's got to be, you know? So I suppose, like, yeah, talking about the music thing, it wasn't until I just pretty much stopped. I didn't really play guitar because, like, well, I don't think I feel like playing guitar. I don't think I want to play guitar or even write songs, because I'm not sure whether I do it for the right reasons, you know?
Yeah.
So then what got me back into sort of doing a bit of music, like I'd listen to heaps of music because I enjoy listening to music. So then I was like, oh, well, I'd like to just play guitar. So then I set aside like maybe 2 hours a day where it'd be just like starting again. I'll just play guitar, like just not to write songs, not to think of videos, not to anything. I'll just play guitar. And so I started doing that, like, you know, 2 hours a day, a couple hours a day, and then doing that regularly. And then I was just kind of like, you know, when you're playing and then songs just sort of start forming.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fortunate that I'm a bit of a beast songwriter, man. Songs will just flow out of me. So as I was playing every day, the songs, I could just feel, you know, well, that's probably a song there. That's probably a song there.
And were you like, damn it?
No, well, like at first I was just like, well, it was good because it's this. My intentions aren't to write. I don't want to write songs. I don't want to promote songs. I don't want to put them on social media and stuff. I don't want to do that stuff because it's just like I said, I spent most of my life thinking that was the answer.
Yeah. And
it was all false to me, you know. So I'm like, that's not my thing. So then as I started writing, then I was like, well, I can still write songs.
Yep.
I'm still allowed to write songs, you know. And then you get that spark, and I got that spark again just by, you know, like, yeah, oh, that chorus is pretty catchy. Oh, that's an awesome line. I like that. That those chords work so well. And then just realizing, I I fucking love songwriting, man.
Sweet.
I really fucking love songwriting. And all that other stuff is just fucking bullshit anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like
the promotion side of it and stuff.
yeah, man, I'm just like, no, I don't, that's my thing. So I you know, like I want to write songs, I want to do art, I want to be creative. And I know that's a part of the business, or that's a part of an artist. But like the way I kind of see it is that, you know, like 20, 30 years ago, that was like record label's job and everything. And then someone's decided, oh no, artists will be the promoters now. They'll do it all. So I just figured, well, then maybe I'll start another trend where, no, I'm just going to make art. I'm just going to be an artist. I just want to be an artist, you know, like that's it. So whether anyone hears it or not, doesn't matter. I'm still going to be an artist and a songwriter. So, but of course, I know that you still got to post it because there's still people that enjoy it. So I started working on a couple of songs, wrote a bunch of songs. I was like, all right, let's do another test. Now that I know I enjoy songwriting and I enjoy it, let's go back in the studio because I love recording, you know?
Yep.
Let's go back in the studio and see if the mind's like, let's record something good and then you can promote, you know, let's get some success. And so I started recording. I was like, oh, fuck, that's what I love. I love recording. That's my favorite thing, you know? And so we recorded a single. I recorded with Sam at Melodic Music. And that was the song that we recorded. Was just fucking, it's like so good. Like I know I'm probably biased, but I fucking love it. I just got the master like last week and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like, I fucking love it, you know, like it. So then that's what pushed it to like, well, yeah, I can, like I said, I want to be an artist. So as an artist, I can put my stuff out there, but I don't necessarily have to be chasing all that other stuff, you know. I'm still entitled to put my art out there.
Yep.
And I don't have to be on social media and like that. Like I can post it, whatever, but yeah, so that's the sort of where I'm coming from. So now, in the last couple of weeks, I've been on social media a little bit, just trying to post it. I'll usually post something and I'll log out straight away because it doesn't matter to me anymore. Like, you know, like, and I'll log in. Oh, I'm luckily that, you know, when I put my internet on, if someone comments, I like to reply back to them or, you know, like that, what they say, like their comment, or whatever. But otherwise, nah, man, like, oh, sorry, I just hit your mic. Is that all right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Social media is funny like that. I was so glad to not be on it last year too while I was going through all this stuff because I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd just rather, like, if I have to post something, I'll post it and I'll log out and let the world do what it does, you know, like, and I can come back and work on.
So you didn't care for that validation anymore?
Well, that's what I want to get to too. That's where I want to sort of be. Because I think that just changes everything you do, you know what I mean? I never want to be in a position where it's like, well, this song does more better with people on social media. Well, maybe I'll write a song like that. No, fuck that. No, that's not an artist, man. No, don't do that.
Because that's an empty road, I think, too, to filling, if you've got that hole inside of you, getting that validation on social media, I think is a bit of an empty, I mean, if you can keep filling it, I mean, there's so many people on there that are probably like that, and they, you know, that's their life and they probably feel fulfilled, but it's probably not filling that hole. Like, you've gone back and done the work to look at yourself and also, like, I don't know, who am I to tell people that social media is not good for you? I can only just go by myself off what I'm saying. It's not good for me, especially with the music stuff and I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I know it's the way it is now that artists are meant to, like, promote that way. You know, you've got to be this, you've got to be all this, you've got to have that video up on Instagram, you got to post twice a day, you got to make sure you do your Instagram stories. But I don't know, I just find it kind of bullshit, man. Like, it's full
like,
on.
Yeah, like, you know, like, mad props to anyone that hustles and does all that. Good luck to, you know, I'm just saying, my point of view, I just find that, man, I'd rather just write tunes and even just have them for myself. Like, I'm pretty content. I'm pretty happy this way. And it's not even that I can't do that. social media stuff. Man, I'll kick ass on that. Fucking, like I said, I could spend hours doing it. I know how to hustle it on it, you know, but I don't think it's very healthy for you at all. So,
No.
And like if there is like, what do you call it? If there is like success that comes from songs, all right, fantastic, you know, but it's not something I want to strive for. Like, that's the only other thing. Like, I'm not good enough because, you know, I need to make it to the top, you know. That's I know I'm very good with myself, you know.
That's good.
And that's where I wanted to. Well, that's where I'll probably want to be my whole life. I guess that's, you know. So
well, you know, you read a lot of whether they're movie stars or rock stars who maybe went through shit in their life and then they achieved fame, or they strived for fame.
Yeah,
but it didn't really fix whatever was broken.
Nah, it never does.
It just sort of covers it up and
exactly, yeah.
And then, but it doesn't actually go back to the core, sort of like you've done, and fill that hole, whatever that hole is.
Yeah, exactly. And so I spent a lot of time just chilling by myself, man. Like, me and my dog, we'd my actual dog, I'm not going to say like what am I, you know, me and my dog.
My dog.
Yeah, my dog, you know. We'd just get up in the morning at 5, 6 o'clock, go for a walk. Like, I'd do like 20, 30,000 steps, you know, a day. Just walk, man. Like, have some tunes, but and then just spend a lot of time. Even now, I spend a lot of time by myself too, especially that I do like gardening part time. There's a lot of times in the cars just driving around, you know,
Yep.
So I like that because I know the funny thing, like when you first start and, you know, spend a lot of time by yourself, it can hurt because the mind just goes crazy, man. Like, it brings up a lot of stuff, and then the more you do it, you just kind of just get like, I'm pretty nowadays I'm pretty happy with my own company, man. It's pretty cool. Like, and I've never been like that like before. I've always, like I said, I've always chased something that I thought would make me feel a bit better about myself.
Yeah,
it doesn't, you know. So
I mean, I guess that thing.
Hopefully this is not too heavy, is it? You probably promoted on Instagram as we're going to have a party. This is a Parmy Dhillon's in town. It's a big party.
Podcast. Parmy's coming over.
Yeah, exactly. He's brought donuts. It started off so well. It's gone woo.
And then I brought out the tea, and it just went all somber. Nah.
What's in this tea?
I guess that drive, like whatever you were striving for, that pushed you to do those hours and hours on the internet, like that can be a good driving thing and bring out a lot of productive
for sure
outcomes and things, you know.
Yeah, and I still might even like if there's, I don't know, I'll sort of, with music and stuff like, I kind of do what I sort of want to do. So like, I'm happy to do the things if it gets me something that I'll enjoy and I'll like. Say for like, if I had to jump on and do, you know, 1,000 emails and like work a crazy couple of days because, you know, there's, say, this might help me open for Neil Young or something like that. I'd be like, yeah, of course, I'll do it. I'll jump on and do it just because I'd really like to meet Neil Young. Not because I want to get famous or anything, but it'd be cool to meet Neil Young. Maybe, you know, play a song to with him and that'll be it. So, so I think more my thinking's now just whatever makes, doing things that make me happy, you know?
Yeah. I think that's success in its own.
Yeah, of course.
In its own sense.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all we can do. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Because we do get caught up in that whole social media environment.
Well, you know yourself, man, that you've got to post, you've got to, you've got to do this, you've got, like, you know, you even sometimes, you know, like I remember when a few years ago when someone was giving me advice on social media on how, you know, they'd be like, oh, you should, you know, it should be like, it should only be 40% music and 60% other content. So make sure you post, you know, you just hanging out. And I was just like, oh, is that how they do it? You know, like I'm hanging out, having a donut. This is what I do. You got to show people who you know, like, and I don't know. It's kind of, it just doesn't sit. I don't know.
Where'd the mystery go?
Yeah, where'd the mystery go?
I've talked about this with other guests.
The mystery, like we just, you know, what's the point of my songs then, man? I'd rather let you find out about me through my songs or one of these things like this or come up and have a chat to me.
Yeah.
because I know, especially with the social media stuff, as an artist, like I don't know, would you post the bad days you're having or how stuff like that? I don't know.
Some
Or
people
is it
do.
all?
Some people like to be able to share it in that way. Whereas, like myself, I'll probably pick up my guitar and have a private moment.
Yeah, with yourself,
But like that whole mystery thing, you know, mysterious rock stars and stuff. You didn't know much about them. You never maybe saw them until they came on stage, or you get a glimpse of them in a magazine walking down the street, and that was it.
Or you heard something in their lyrics, or something. Yeah,
that was enticing in itself. That drew you to them in some sort of way in itself. Whereas now it's like you got to sort of show everything to bring people in.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of it's hard, and that's just the way it's changed too. Like you said, 20, 30 years ago, it was other people pushing you, and you could be just an artist, and you didn't have to do all that. Yeah, you'd have to do interviews and stuff like that, but there was someone else pushing, and now it's very changed, and like, good luck to it. Like, but there's no reason why we can't change it again.
Yeah.
Why can't we just, it can be changed again, but...
I mean, it's good that you can be in control of everything, but it's a lot to be in control of.
Yeah.
And it's a lot on your shoulders, and
for
sometimes
sure.
you really feel it. Like,
well, the way I sort of think too is that just like the amount of effort that sometimes goes into like, the Instagram stories.
Yeah.
So you've taken like a video or something of your day-to-day thing and what you've done, and then so I've got to put it up on the Instagram story. I'll choose a colour. What song can I do? Haven't you already lost that moment that happened?
Yeah.
I got to think about. No, then I'll post that. Oh, what's something funny I can write? Man, I don't know. It's kind of just like, and it's even like that TikTok. Like,
I was going to talk to you about that. Yeah.
What would you like? Like, here's a good question for you.
Yeah.
Why would anyone, whether it's you or someone, do a TikTok video? Like, so what's the reason behind putting a TikTok video that could hopefully go viral or something? Like. So that takes back, like, does everyone not feeling like they're enough? You know what I mean? Like, why would you need to think that you've got to do a miming video and put it online? Like, what are you hoping for? Because couldn't you just sit here and do something mime and go, Palm, check this, I'm miming to this song, and I'll go, oh, fuck, Craig, man, what a laugh, that was funny. You know what I mean? Isn't that's enough, isn't it? Like,
well, yeah.
Or do you got to post it online so hopefully the world sees? Like, why do we... Like the TikTok, I don't understand it. Like, why do you need to put it out there? Like I don't see. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm I don't know, too old school. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Who knows?
Yeah, TikTok's a funny one.
You know what I mean? Like, I just find it weird that you've got to do like a skit or something. Like, what are you hoping for? Are you an artist that hopefully someone might see it, that you can get on a skit show or you can get something? Because there's too many people doing it. There's a lot of people doing it. So. What are you all doing it for? Like, I just want to know. Don't know, man. What's the appeal? Like, you're on TikTok.
I don't know. Like, some of it is very clever, I've got to say, what they do.
Yeah.
Like, but I signed up to TikTok about a month ago after speaking with the guys in the Carbons who are based in Canada.
Okay.
They do a lot of video content and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
As a band, and it's been pretty good for them. And they're like, yeah, TikTok's where it's at. And I'm like, all right. So I signed up begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Because I thought, it's worth trying something different. Like, Facebook feels dead.
Yeah.
Instagram's okay, but it's I wouldn't say it's dead, but it's not really driving much at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll give TikTok a go. So far I've put up one video.
Yeah.
And I kind of haven't opened it since. I'm just not in that place, man. I'm doing other stuff. Man. I'm doing podcasts. I'm recording.
See, like, with all that other stuff that you have to do as an artist, say, like with the social media, how can it not take away from the creative side? Because you're putting that much energy into putting it onto Instagram, Facebook. How can it not take away from? Because now that you're almost compromised, because you have to put stuff out there. Doesn't compromise the art?
I don't know. Like, maybe it depends on your personality and how you treat it. Like, I can see some people get real creative with it, and it's probably part of their creativity, which, good luck to them. But for me, it's it's like pulling teeth
It's a chore.
sometimes, and it's
like
a chore. I wish I was into it because I can see it. You know, it's great to be able to connect with people anywhere in the world, and for people to feed off that. Maybe it's my personality type. I don't know. That's kind of why I started this podcast, was another way to communicate and reach people. Rather than just, I don't know, trying to reach people through generic posts about me or something. Like, maybe you'll learn more about me when I chat with someone.
Yeah, fair enough.
In a conversation than me just posting random shit about myself, which I do sometimes anyway. But
So when I started reposting, it's just funny. I just did this big rant about social media, and now I'm talking about how I'm back posting. You know,
He's back.
He's back. You know, like what the people will be listening going, what the fuck is he taking? Nothing today. I did a lot of LSD during my fucking self-development last year, and that was pretty fun. But that's probably for another podcast. So I started posting again. And so how I've been posting, I know I've sort of taken, like I said, I'll log out straight away. So I've taken out any real thought of what I sort of post. So I know, like, I'll post like a small clip of the song, and I'm just like, this is something I've been working on, boom, and then I can go back to my life, you know. And I find I'm pretty comfortable doing that because I don't have to invest any energy or time in it. But still, it's not something, you know, in a perfect world, I prefer someone else to take over it, and I can just do the other stuff, like play or whatever. So that's where I'm at now. I still haven't played. Oh no, I did a live show earlier this year with the band, which is the first. That's probably the only show in a year, if not more.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, you and I were generally pretty busy playing gigs, so that was our reaching out to the world. In person, but that kind of got taken away from us. And still, really.
Yeah, well, it's so hard. Like, I wanted to do another Parmageddon mini festival, but it's so hard because you put a lot of money into the promo and T-shirts and everything, and for it to get cancelled a week before, like, it's unaffordable to do, you know. And I don't know. I'm not really, like I said, I went through those stages where I stopped playing music, stopped writing songs to see. Now I've sort of stopped doing any gigs anyway. Like, I really don't have the need to go out and do a live show. Like, I don't, especially because where I'm at now, after all last year, I don't know. I might do, like I said, it's more what's going to make me happy to do a live show, you know? So then I'd probably do some live shows, but I don't know, I'd kind of just want to write songs and sing songs and do stuff like that. But I'm sure I'll do shows again, but it's not on the top of my list, you know?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel like it's kind of back yet. I know it's kind of happening. And I don't know, during this whole COVID thing myself, I can't remember when the point was, but I realized I was probably putting too much emphasis or hope into the whole live music thing to elevate me as an artist. Does that make sense? Like,
okay, yep.
You know, the traveling and the late nights and no pay and all this stuff. You'd bust your ass to do all these.
You do.
And, you know, it is good, you know, and it is developing, but a lot of the time it feels like it leads to not much.
Yeah, no, that's a real nasty. It's a harsh feeling, isn't it? Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Because, you know, like driving to Bendigo or something to play a show, and you're getting back late. That's even those weeknight gigs, man. Like the Tuesday night, and it's cold and winter, and it's like, nah, fuck, that's not even for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking. It's
part of the grind, and I really loved it. But at a point there, I kind of realized, all right, this is not the be all end all. Like, got to put more focus into maybe online promotion and more into the actual recording of the songs. And I think I was just putting too much emphasis, but I think I was trying to sort of fill that hole, like what you were talking about. I don't know what the hole is, but
no, I'm sure everyone has it, you know.
It keeps you active and busy, and all right, I got to gig this weekend. Sweet. I'm going to be productive.
It's a lot of the times, man. It's that a lot of people I've spoken to. It's that no, a lot of us don't feel like we're enough for some reason.
No.
Something's, you know what I mean. So there's always trying to feel that, and that's even me, man. I just didn't think I was enough, and I'm always trying to feel it. But I could look back at a lot of things I've done in my life, and I'm just like, why the fuck did I do that? What was I trying to do that for? Just that. It's funny, but like a lot of people have that, man. Like
and creative people too, probably.
Yeah, and so I've had to really, really find that mindfulness and just make sure whenever I get, and I'll still get those feelings, man. Like I'll still have little anxiety attacks where, like, I've got to just sort of bring myself back to where am I right now? Yeah. Just that mindfulness, like in the moment. Like in the moment I find I really don't have any problems in life because they haven't happened yet, or you know what I mean? Like, so right now, like I'm sitting here doing a podcast with you, this is probably not a problem in the world for me,
Yeah.
A plane comes through the room. But even like, yeah, so last year was a trip, but like I'm glad it's happened, and I'm in a much better place for it.
Yeah.
I still haven't, like, me and the band haven't jammed in so long.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, just jamming too. Like, in the last couple months, I've really just kept making the songwriting where I don't know, I don't feel like jamming with other people and stuff. It's real weird. And I've known my band for so long. Like, we pretty much grew up together, and it's weird when you do so many changes in life that your identity changes. So, like, sometimes I kind of feel like going back to jam with them, it kind of makes me feel like how I was back before I did so much work and the self-love and stuff. And they're probably going to listen and go, what the fuck? He didn't say nothing? What the fuck? So, Dave, Clay, everyone, I hope you listen. I love you guys. But, yeah, sometimes it does get that feel, and I'll probably get over it. Like, be fine. It's just about making new patterns, Yeah. But at the moment, now I sort of relate jamming with someone who I was before. And it's kind of hard to go back there a little bit. And it's just, I don't know, I guess it's just taking more time to make this new me more here, and then everything's fine again. But I just find that that's something a bit quirky that I found in the last couple of months, that even just jamming, I'm just kind of like, well, it's not something I want to do,
Yeah.
Maybe I've gotten to a point where I want to spend too much time with my own company now.
Yeah.
No one else can come here. No, I'm only working with myself, but...
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine what that's like if you've been in a band for like 20 or 30 years, and like you go through all these different stages in your life, but you got to go back and jam with the same band, and play songs you wrote 10, 20 years ago. I mean, that's amazing in itself as well that you'd be able to do that, but I'd imagine that would be a bit of a head fuck. And
for sure, especially if I'm pretty like emotional person anyway. Like some of the songs that you write back then, like even some songs now, I wouldn't even like to play them in my room because I know exactly where I was when I wrote them. Like you know the same thing, or what I wrote it about, and just stuff like that. So there's a lot of songs I don't even play anymore because I'm just like, I don't want to go back to that place, Especially when you write about traumas or issues that you had when you were younger, they'll just stay in that song forever, and it kind of taints the song or taints the moment, whatever. But
it probably helped you at that time.
Oh, definitely.
Being able to channel.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Songwriting, it's such a good tool for that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's great for that.
Yeah. But you kind of get sick of writing similar songs because you're in that shitty headspace. It's like, write a happy. What's a happy song though? I mean,
what is a happy song?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good thing about songwriting though. Like it captures those moments in your life, whether they're painful or not. Like you might want to stay clear of them, but maybe in 20 years you might look back and remember and have a bit of a smirk.
Yeah,
that's who you were.
The new single, I should probably talk about.
Let's talk about it.
Just to be out around there. This man's crazy. Lucky you don't have talk back here. People will call in and go, get him off the show. New single that kind of an oldish song. So you were just talking about happy songs. So for me, this song, it's called Red. It's out on my birthday, July 17th. Ooh. I'll be posting about it on social media anyway. So
the internet will explode.
It will. So yeah, like we were just talking about what is a happy song. So this song for me, like it's a weird one because like I know what I'm writing about. It's almost writing about regrets and old ways and stuff like that. But for me, the feel was more uplifting. Like it's like the I don't know, what do you call it? You know, like a second chance or type thing, I guess. You know, like you're moving forward. So for me, this song is like a moving forward, but it still touches. It's almost like regretful about things in the past. And like I said, I'm probably being biased, but it's my best song, man. It's probably my best song I've ever done. Like, I hate when people say that. This is the best stuff we've ever done. But I'm serious. Like, this song is probably the best thing I've ever fucking done. Like, to me, up to this point, definitely. I'm not just saying that either. Like, and for ages, like, because when I went to go record it, like I said, I didn't want to release this. This was a record. Let's go record and see if I actually enjoy recording, or have I been doing it for all the wrong reasons? Because if that's the case, then I'll never record again, because I don't want to live that way. So then when I did record it, I was like, fuck, I love this. This is good. Like, I love recording. I love this song. I actually love doing this. I love being an artist. So, well, maybe I will release it then, you know? And so that it was only the couple of months ago, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll release it then. It's been that ages. Like, if I enjoy it that much, why not? And I just kept all my cars. So, you know, I didn't even tell the boys in the band that I did any recording or anything. And then I just sort of dropped a little teaser, and Dave, like the drummer Dave, said to me next day, what the fuck? When'd you do that? Like, I was like, I wasn't going to say anything.
Bastard.
Yeah, sneaky. I was like, I wasn't going to say, because I honestly just recorded it for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be a good test whether I get the feeling like, oh, sweet, I've recorded this. Now what I got to do? I got to promote this. I got to do this. I don't want to think like that, man. I want to enjoy what I've done. And yeah, so then as soon as that happened, I enjoyed the whole process. Like, good. I know what I am now. I'm an artist. That's it. Like, so I can do this. That's cool. I actually enjoyed it. So that comes out on my birthday in a couple of weeks.
July 17th.
July 17th.
Ooh.
So as a happy birthday, you can all have a listen.
Yep.
And I think there's a couple samples on Facebook and Instagram at the moment that you can go have a listen.
Yeah.
Have a listen to. So that's exciting. And yeah, I think there's. And now I've just been working on a couple different projects. Like, I got a couple projects on the go, and it's cool. It's fun because I can just, because then once I decided, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be arsed. I'm just going to write. I can just do everything now. So I've been kicking around a few, like a metal project, which is like what? Like, yeah. So like, I always love like 90s metal and stuff, especially when, first time, like, I got into music, my older brother, he was just writing in metal. So the first couple, bands that I heard were like Fear Factory and like Pantera and stuff like that. So I always had like a bit of a love for it. And that's like going back to that childhood thing too, you know, reconnecting there. So I had like I started writing songs for a bit of a metal project. Got like a concept sort of album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a couple other small ones. And some of them I might not even release, you know. I might just do it as something fun to do. I love that process of just writing and recording. And then maybe doing videos for it. Because I also love the video stuff too, you know. That's like, I love coming up for ideas for video. I find it so much fun. Like, we're shooting a video next Friday for this new single. And it's just gonna be fun. It's so chill, it's like an extension of songwriting, making a video. You know, when you get to have input on what's happening in the video or the story idea, or whatever. You know, that's why I don't think there's anyone that's ever. I'll collaborate with Joel. You know Joel. Joel from Electric Circus. He's got a new studio out Haverton. It's in Airport West. Give him a call. His studio's awesome. Have you seen it?
I've seen pictures, yeah. I haven't been out there yet.
It's massive, man. It's such a crazy studio. It's like 4 rooms, like 2 green screens, a pink screen. And
man.
It's insane, man. A big recording booth. It's so cool. So Gonna be doing some more work with him.
Yeah.
I think I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we're just talking about videos. How it's like an extension of the song.
Yeah.
That's why I always try and work on the videos because I not yet anyway. I'm not sure I could ever just go, hey man, here's my song. Can you do a video for me? Just because when I write the song, I already got a rough idea what I want.
Yeah.
And I love that part too. That's being extra creative for myself as well. Why wouldn't I let myself do an extension of that? Yeah. I'm sure there'll come a time that I'll have to just give it up to someone and do what you do, but I won't like it. I won't like it, But
yeah, cool. Well, you've always done great videos, and I think you've got a good working. I don't know if you're shooting this one with Joel or not, but
yeah, Joel again.
Yeah.
Joel.
How can you not? You guys,
especially after such a long break, it's like, man, Joel. Even because I dropped an EP last July, and I didn't even because this was sort of at the beginning of my spiral, I'll say, where, and so then I got to where we released and I was like, I don't even fucking care, I don't want to promote it. Like, we did a couple lyric videos and I was like, I can't be fucked doing videos. Like, I don't want to do it. And then so now it's just like, well, this is the first new song, let's do a video. Let's go back. It's been, it'd be like over a year since we did a proper video. I think we did that Cruel Summer video early last year.
Yeah.
That's probably the last one.
In the 80s video game style.
The 80s
that was cool.
Game, which was a bit of fun. Some of the reviews were pretty harsh. I remember,
oh, really?
What? Like, there was a dude... I don't want to say exactly what he said, just in case I get his quote wrong. But I think he called me... I forget what he called me. But he wasn't happy with the video. I remember showing to John. I don't want to say, just in case I not say the right thing or what he said, but he can look up Cruel Summer review, and there was one real bad review. I remember he just ripped it. I was like, what the fuck?
Where was he from? I
think he wanted to be overseas because... Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was just like... But that's fine. Like, even now, like, that's... Reviews not that... That don't matter, man, because at the end of the day, you can't hold too much reviews there because I always even think critics, like the job of a critic, I'll probably get in trouble right now, but job of a critic, like a movie comes out and the critic said, that's a bad movie. I always just want to ask, but who gave you the right to say that this movie's bad?
It's just opinion at the end of the day.
Exactly. Because opinion. Craig loves that movie.
Yeah.
So why can't it be good for Craig? You even get... people that aren't critics, man, don't go see that movie. It's fucking shit ass. What? Do you like that? How can you like that movie? Because it's my fucking opinion.
Yeah.
I like some of the shittest fucking movies out there. Like, do you remember a movie called Love Guru? Mike Myers?
Oh, no. Oh, actually, yes.
It got shredded. Even to this day, people say that's it. And I think that's one of the funniest films ever.
Yeah.
And I watch some weird fucking movies and I love it,
I used to live with a good friend of mine, and he was into the worst fucking movies.
Oops.
Just terrible movies. And he'd make me, because it was just me and him at that point. And, just two dudes living together.
Yeah.
And we'd sit down for a Sunday night movie, and he'd chuck this worst fucking movie on. I can't even remember the name of them, but they were just the worst. He'd always pick the worst fucking
movie.
But he loved them. He loved them. And I just felt like I'd totally wasted my night.
Yeah, it's hard like that. But it just comes down to, it's funny, that personal opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it could be just something small that you might have seen as a kid that you resonate with it, and it's just, you just love it, like I don't know how it works, it's crazy, but I always thought it was funny, the job of a critic, like their job is to tell you that this movie's bad or good. And people listen to them, Like, even I find myself, like, I'm about to watch a movie. I'll go on Into Movie Database and say, what did it get? Oh, fuck it, I'm not watching that. Yeah. But, like, I should be just like, oh, that cover looks cool. I'm going to watch it. Fuck it. Because that's what it used to be like. I remember when we were kids, video stores.
Yeah.
I told this story. I forget what I told, but video stores. I miss video stores so much.
I know.
Because it's not about being like fucking, oh, man, you're living in the fucking 90s. Come back. It's not about that. It's about... I'll watch Netflix and stand whatever the fuck you're rolling with, and I'll find myself at least 40 minutes before I find something. I can't fucking choose, man. But
Too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Like, and half the shit on there I don't even want. So I just remember video stores just going in there, and all I had was the cover. You know, there was I couldn't check this out. So I was literally taking a cover off, think, yeah, this looks sick. I'll rent this, I'll rent that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, try it.
That was cool.
And then you were stuck with it. Like, you'd paid for it, you went down there. And I think,
too, also, once it gets in your mind, once you see, like, a review, like, or let's just say the score's 3.2 on it, you already, and you go and watch that, you're already sort of not liking it.
Yeah, true.
It's sort of in your head, like, well, this is meant to be a bad movie, so I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, you've got that impression of it.
Yeah.
In your head.
So I guess it's just I just find it amusing about critics and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Even just people that say, "Don't watch that movie. You got to watch this movie." How do you know what I like? You know?
So where did you record this next single, Red?
So Red we recorded at Melodic Studios with Sam Panada.
Yeah.
So I did an EP with him in 2017. My This Is Where I'm At EP, which had like Friend or Foe and Burn, a bunch of songs most people probably know me for.
Yeah.
So I went back there, and that was also too. That was like I said, just a decision to do that because that was real good times when I recorded there. So I wanted to get back to make sure this is what I like doing, and you know. So yeah, I had a blast with him. Like me and Sam, just really, really good to work with because he's sort of. Just challenges you really. I like to be challenged, you know. Like I might come in with a song. Like I could come in with a song that I think is done. You know, like yourself when you go, I've just wrote the song. It's finished completely, and like even with this song, Red. So I took a song in that I thought was done. I played it to him. He was like, maybe why don't you write something else for that verse or something? You know. I was like, what? You know, because like once you write a song too. It's in your head the way it should be.
Yeah, yeah.
So even if you would, if I say to you, dude, put a C chord in that part, trust me, it never sounds good until you just get used to it. So he was telling me that. I was like, what? What do you mean? I just wrote...
It's finished.
This is done.
It's done.
So then, but I'll always, as I say, I like to be challenged. So I'll always try it that way. So I'll go, all right, let me see what I can think of. Maybe I can do this instead. And even if I don't like it, I'll still try it. And then I'll have a listen. I'm like, nah, fuck, he's right. Yeah, it is much better, you know? But I think you've got to try that. So I like to be pushed like that. I like people to say, are you sure that's done? Like, I want them to say, man, that doesn't sound good, you know? Like, I don't want someone just to sit there and go, well, you're done. Sweet, you know? Like, you want that challenge, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I've enjoyed working with Josh in the last few years. We've kind of got to know each other, and he knows that I'm really happy with my own performances and stuff that. So he'll know when to sort of to push and maybe when not to. Or
yeah, you did the last album with him, yeah?
Yeah, album in 2018. And
is he from Old Etiquettes? Is that?
No, he recorded Old Etiquettes.
Oh, he recorded them, yeah.
Yeah. Which we were almost going to get back in the studio and do some stuff this year, this month or next month, but COVID kind of put a thing on that for the moment. But and then did a couple of singles with him last year and finishing a couple of singles now with him. So it's been good to focus on that.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
So before you go tonight, I wouldn't mind showing you
for
a
sure.
new song and see if you're happy with the mix.
Well, I might as well show you the new song as well.
Off camera, of course.
Off camera, yeah. We could do like a premiere here, wouldn't it?
We could do. I was going to say bring your guitar if you want, or if you want to play a song. But
oh no, I'm unprepared. I don't play live anymore.
Yeah.
Strictly just a songwriter now.
Yeah. So well. Thanks for coming back.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Look forward to this new single on July 17th.
Birthday.
Have you got more up your sleeve, or is it just the one song?
Well, no, I've got a bunch of songs written, and like I said, I'm just working out a bunch of different projects. I've got a couple on the go, but one thing I find with songwriting that, one day you'll be just, I've got to try and split them up sometime. There's too many songs to work on. So what I usually do now is I spend like a day thinking about, just say, for example, the metal songs I'm working on. So I might spend a Monday just only thinking about that during the day and then working on that. And then I'll take Tuesday to work on other stuff. With the concept little album I got going, it's also thinking of the short film that goes with it too, you know? So
cool.
That's more of a long-term thing I'll slowly work with Joel on. And then I've just got other sort of songs that suit this new song I'm doing that I'll possibly do with Sam again.
Yeah.
So there's heaps of songs floating around. It's just when you get in and do them. But I don't know, that's probably just what I'm doing. You'll probably see a lot more releases now because that's my favourite thing to do. Like I said, I'm only trying to do things that I love and enjoy. So that's what I love doing. So you'll probably just see more releases. I think I've got like a sort of semi-live acoustic session. You know, when like artists do like a studio live set, but no audience, you know, like an acoustic. So I've got that sort of in the works as well. So that'll be interesting. That'll be cool to go back and do some old songs acoustic. Yeah. And so I'm sure you'll see, like, I'm just waiting to get this one out because it's also another step in my self-development, to make sure.
The new era of Parmy Dhillon.
The new era, I guess so, yeah.
Is this going to be a digital release? Or
this one's just going to be digital until there's more songs, and we might do some hard copies later on. Yeah, totally.
And just before we go, this metal project you're doing, like, what are you writing guitar riffs?
I started to. Yeah. I'm not much of a metal guitarist, so, and I don't know, it's just more, really how it started is like, I'll just think of the song ideas, like I'll think of riffs in my head. I was like, oh, that'd be a sick riff. And then I'd have to call on friends and go, dude, how would I play this? And they'll just I've got one mate who're like, dude, you're probably going to have to drop down a D. And I'm like, all right, how do I drop down a D? So just stuff like that, just crazy ideas. It's not even like metal. I'd call it like fun, joke, metal type thing. Like it's going to be just real weirded out, It's going to be fun to do.
Is it sort of fast stuff or more groovy, heavier?
There's bits and pieces, like I said, I don't know, it's probably not something, it's just more in its, beginning stages. So it's more just an idea, something fun to do. And like I said, I might not even put it out, might not even record it, just something fun to do for myself.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, I'll look forward to hearing all of it.
We'll get you a guest on it. I'll get some guest guitar for you.
Yeah, I'd love to. I've been playing a bit more electric these days. Brought myself a new electric for the first time in almost 20 years, funnily enough.
Yeah.
I've brought lots of acoustics, but
oh, wow.
Electrics I've stayed mostly with what I've had since my sort of teenage, early 20s.
Oh, wow.
Funnily enough, yeah. So
that's cool.
Picked up a Tally and absolutely love it. So
nice.
Yeah. Well, thanks, cool. Parmy. Good to see you again. Do
you mind if I give a quick shout out?
Yeah.
I told my mate he owns a cafe in Ivanhoe that I'll give a quick shout out. He's the coolest dude. Go down and see Theo at Proud Mama Cafe in Ivanhoe. Just so I can say that I did it.
All right. I might pop in for a coffee myself one day.
That's it.
Sweet. I was in Ivanhoe the other day. And,
you should have called me.
Yeah, I know. What was I doing? I think I went to the health shop.
Okay.
To get vitamins.
I think I know that one. Is that the ones near the banks?
Down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Right. Parmy Dhillon, thank you, sir.
No
Good
worries.
to see
Thanks
you
for
again.
having me.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And we'll catch you again soon for another episode of Fox on the Wire.
Boom.
So just do a quick test.
Testing 1, 2, 3. That's always my generic testing, even at gigs. Testing 1, 2, 3. I never know what to say.
1, 2, test 1, 2, 3.
I'm never one of those dudes who go 1, 2, 1, 2, testing. Like I never could do that. Eh? Just turn me up after the first song.
Chuck some verb on it. All right.